What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the Flagrant Talk Sports Podcast. It's me, Isaiah, here with the GOAT co-host, Mr. Moses Firmino.
What's going on, everybody?
And we got an NBA video for y'all. We gave you our 100% accurate, 100% right Book'em playoff picks, which I guess by the time you're seeing this, you'll have seen 5 of the 6 matchups.
Oh, wow. There's going to be a lot of exposure by the time this is out.
Yeah, you guys will know if we hit or not, which I guess future Zay and future Mo are nervous about. But that's okay.
A little bit.
Because we've got an NBA video for y'all today. We will have our all-star picks for this season, our starters, our bench, and then the wild cards. For those who don't know, you got 2 backcourt players in your starting lineup and 3 frontcourt. Same with the bench, 2 backcourt, 3 frontcourt, and then 2 wild cards that can be any position, which gives you a total of 12 total players, 5 starters, 7 reserves in the East and the West. And this year, it's just East versus West. There's no draft. There's no team captains. There's picking players. You're on your conference team.
Which is what I missed, honestly. The draft was cool. It was sick, but
it was fun.
It's nostalgic, bro.
Yes.
It's nostalgic, yeah.
Yes. And I think the issue was, like, I was more excited about the draft portion than them playing. Because, like...
Yeah, kind of see what team gets built.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
It's much more fun to see, like, your conference best players.
Yeah.
All squaring off.
Yeah.
So we'll get this started. Mo and I do not know each other's list, so it'll be completely random. Do we want to save honorable mentions until after the reserves, or do we want to knock those out now? If you have any honorables.
Save.
That's what I wanted.
Okay.
So for the Eastern Conference,
our starters.
Who are your 5 starters in the Eastern Conference for this season?
Starting it off in the backcourt, the point guard for the East should be clear. Tyrese Halliburton.
Yep.
What a freaking jump this kid is having this year. Like, we knew he was always solid, always a great player, always a solid point guard, but this is some John Stockton type, Rajon Rondo with a with a strap. Type. Like, dude, it's insane what he's doing. Scary injury last night. Thankfully, found out today that it's not going to be that serious. Should be back by the game, which is great to see because he deserves to be playing in it. That's gonna be. Do you want me to do all 5, or do we want to go back and forth?
Do you want to do your backcourt and then I'll do mine?
Let's do back. Yep. Perfect. Okay. So I got Tyrese. This one. It's tough, man. For me, I think I gotta go with Tyrese Maxey starting as over Dame, over Trae Young, over some other guys that, at the beginning of the year, when Dame went to the Bucks, especially, oh man, he's going to be killer with Giannis. He's going to be an all-star. Obviously, he is going to be an all-star, but it's been a little shaky.
Yeah.
The Sixers have been very solid, and as you actually helped point out to me, Embiid has been sitting out quite a bit. So Maxey has taken on quite a big role and has excelled. He is absolutely balling. He is definitely the second piece that they needed. They just need one more, I feel like, and they can be a legitimate contending team. Yeah, I don't think they're there yet, but Maxey has done wonders for them this year. So that's my backcourt for the East. What do you got?
Yeah. So in terms of starters, there were 3 guys who I was kind of vying for. The third guy obviously makes it. So before you freak out about this guy not making it, trust me, he's the first reserve I'm going to name.
Yes.
My backcourt, Halliburton, in my opinion, at this very moment, I'm not saying all time. We don't know what he's going to project. He is the best guard in the Eastern Conference. He is the best point guard. He is incredible. Say what you want about his jumper. It goes in. It's money.
It's wet. Yeah.
He is a special basketball player.
100%.
And I think the kind of guy where if I'm an all-star, Indiana all of a sudden is really attractive. Because if you can pair up with Halliburton for the long term,
dude,
and that young nucleus,
that's
I think the Pacers are going to be a really fun team to watch the next 5 years.
And it's good for Indiana basketball.
Yes.
That's a big basketball state. Colleges haven't been the best the past few years, so it's good for the state of Indiana.
Yeah, and they haven't had that kind of like oomph really since like the Paul George, Danny Granger, Roy Hibbert, George Hill.
Yeah,
like that was the team vying against LeBron in the East when he was with the Heat and stuff. So
Lance,
yes,
that's what I was thinking of.
Course, David West.
David West was on that team.
Yes,
wow, yeah.
So I've got Halliburton. The other one, I really wanted to put Maxey, and I put this other guard instead, even though Maxey, if he gets starter, I'm not mad at all. We've given him his flowers all season. He's amazing.
Yeah.
I have Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks.
Okay.
Who is on an absolute tear, especially the last like 10 or so games. He has been incredible. Obviously, Randall has turned it around as well in a big way because he started off really bad, but Brunson is playing incredible basketball, and I think it just feels a little more realistic that two guys on the same team aren't starters. Although the Sixers are a really good team, and Maxey and obviously Embiid both deserve it, I got Brunson here. I wanted to give Brunson his flowers because I feel like Maxey has gotten plenty as he has deserved.
100%. 100%.
But it's front court time in the East, filling out the rest of the starters, the three other guys. Who have you got here?
For me, this trio is pretty simple.
Very.
I got Jason Tatum of the Boston Celtics, Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks, and Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Cool, let's move on.
All righty.
That was like the guards. It was kind of fun because I'm like, is it Brunson? Is it Maxey?
Yeah, there's a couple guys you can vie for, but this is
Trey's played great, Mitchell's played great. Here it's like it's Tatum's an MVP candidate. Giannis, the Bucks have lost 4 of their last 5 and got booed at home against Utah. Doesn't matter. He put up a triple-double in the loss, and Embiid is Embiid. So
for sure, man.
We move on,
man. Let's jump over the West.
Yep.
You start us off with your backcourt, yeah.
So I believe that Curry has made. I'm just gonna address it right now. Curry has made the All-Star starting lineup, I believe, the last 9 seasons, and that breaks this year.
I agree.
I think the Warriors aren't good enough. Just 100%.
100%. It's not on him, but
no, Curry is still playing at Curry's level. Like, do not get it twisted.
A couple more uncharacteristic games, but I just think that's because of the team as well, just struggling. So not all on him. Yeah.
So I've got your guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who has been.
Gives me, oh my gosh, bro!
He is incredible,
MVP.
He's legitimately got to be top 5. I am so impressed with him and this whole Thunder team,
dude. Yeah, their whole team has been really good.
I love Shai this season the most because he goes, "Who is your best guy on the other team? Who do you got? I'm gonna outplay him. I don't care who it is. Tatum, okay. Luka, all right.
And he's not shooting threes. He's hitting maybe 2-3 threes a game, dude. Look at his box score is just like hella field goal. It's just sick. And then if you watch back replays, it's just it's so the basketball is so beautiful.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
The Thunder are a legitimate contender this year.
Yeah.
And he is the biggest reason. They've got a lot of young, awesome pieces, but Shai is that guy. Very exciting to see what the Thunder do going forward.
Yep.
The next guy, I got Luka. Luka has been awesome again. And I think the deciding factor here in picking Luka over Curry as a starter is that the Mavs are a better team.
And
I also think he's outplayed him Like, I think looking at them side by side, again, the extracurricular stuff with the Warriors is not Curry's fault.
It's tough,
However,
man. Tough.
You got to take it into account when
sure.
you're picking a starter. Curry will be on both of our all-star teams. We're not delusional, but I think Shea and Luka are the backcourt guys.
I 100% agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's tough, dude. I didn't realize the Curry streak was that long.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's actually insane.
It's because normally it's like the Warriors are a top 4 seed in the West and Curry is the best player on the team. So here you go. Like it's not even
it's like automatic. Yeah, it's automatic. Yeah. But
where the Thunder are the best team in the West and Luka is a top, I think they're 5th in the rankings, 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
They're ahead of the Warriors, and I think that's the difference maker too.
For sure.
Now to the front court, guys. It's kind of boring. 2 of the picks are locks. The other guy I sort of went back and forth on, but I settled on him pretty easy. Who are your 3 front court picks?
My 3 front court picks are first in year 39. He does it again.
Yeah.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, dude. When is it going to stop? You sent me or showed me a tweet. Or I don't know what it was. It might have been a room. Someone showed me a tweet and it was like, LeBron's turning 30. Thank God this is going to stop.
Yes.
I think it was you.
Yes. Yeah, we were talking about Paul George getting dunked on.
It was you.
Yes.
Yeah, like LeBron is turning 30 soon. Thank goodness this is going to be over.
Yeah.
9 years later, he's an all-star starter still. So.
And this isn't one of those, like, just courtesy. It's LeBron picks. Like, you kind of saw those, in no disrespect to Kobe, but, like, when he would miss a ton of time and he would do this, but he would still get the nod. It's Kobe Bryant. Like, you're going to give him the all-star nod. You still want to see him all-star weekend. LeBron is legitimately playing at an all-star starter level 100%. At 39. So,
and it's insanity. But
yeah, so
that's my first. My second is going to be another little bit of an older head. But still kicking, Kevin Durant and Phoenix Suns.
Yep.
Been balling. Took him a little bit to get on the court to start the year, or am I thinking of Bradley? It took him.
Yeah, I think Durant was good.
He missed some time, but he missed some time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
He missed some time, but he came back and kept cooking.
Yep.
He's still one of the best shooters in the league, basically unstoppable with his frame. So when he's in that mode, got to give him the nod again. And then gonna have to go with a bigger man.
Yep. I mean,
Nikola Jokic. It's basic, but he's tough. And that game winner against the Warriors was nasty.
Dude.
Like, I'm about to say, bro.
He's incredible. Like, everything Jokic does. I think, ironically enough, I was talking with my girlfriend about it, but I was talking about Jokic where it's like he is the litmus test that I use to see if someone actually likes and watches basketball. Because the people that say they don't like Jokic, you don't like basketball. Like, I just being upfront, his passing, maybe the best passing big ever.
Dude, it's insane.
Puts up 30 a game, can shoot the 3 ball, rebounds. He gets 10 boards a game just by, like, default. He does everything well. And then people act like he's this, like, oh, he can't guard anything. He is not this, like, cone on defense who can't move and he's, like, big and he's not nimble. No, he's good. He is arguably still the best player in basketball. So
100%.
Yeah. I have the exact same front court as you.
Well, we are equal in the West. Nice and smooth.
Yep. Kept it easy. And then we have the reserves out east.
Yep.
I'll get this one started. I have Maxey here, obviously.
Okay.
Maxey and Brunson, they were interchangeable for me.
Yep.
I then have Donovan Mitchell balling out. The Cavs are starting to get a little bit more in the groove of things. He's a big reason why.
Yep.
Then I have Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics. You could argue this second spot, if you want to pick a second Celtic, which there should be two, but I think Jaylen is the guy you give it to.
Yep.
Then I have Paulo Banchero out of Orlando, who has been stellar. And it was between him and this other guy, but Orlando is a top 4 seed in the East. They deserve to have an all-star. And Paulo would be my pick. And then I have Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat as a big man. Without a doubt deserves it. I think, in my opinion, if you're picking a Heat player, you're picking Bam. Jimmy had like a slower start, but it's because he doesn't care about regular season. He's there when the games matter. Yep. So I think regular season, Bam is putting up like a double-double, 25 points. He's killing it. Mm-hmm. My 2 wild cards, Trae Young, who, if you have not been watching the Hawks, I can't blame you. They're not a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But Trae has really, really, really gotten it going and has really impressed me. So I think he deserves to be a wild card. This last guy, I feel like, is just, again, the Bucks are struggling, but I've got Damian Lillard as my last guy in. I don't know. He's good, and obviously it's Damian Lillard, and the Bucks are still a top 3 seed in the East, but I don't know. There are some other guys who I feel like could deserve it more. The honorable mentions that I've got real quick: Scotty Barnes, who's playing tremendous basketball.
Yeah,
I really wanted to put him in, but I feel like Dame is he's the safer pick. Julius Randle, who I referenced earlier, had a really shaky start to his year and has been balling. Kristaps Porzingis and Derek White, both as Celtics.
Yep.
They both have a case. I really just think they're not going to have 3 Celtics. I think that's kind of what it boils down to.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler, who is still playing at a very good level, but I would give the nod to Bam. And then the last guy who can't get in because his team is awful, but it's not his fault, Mr. Cade Cunningham of the Detroit Pistons.
Yep.
Sadly, just they're not good enough, like at all. They're the worst team in the league. If you're the worst team in the league, you don't get an all-star.
Yep.
But that is not Cade's fault. Cade has played at a tremendous level. So
100%.
Those are my reserve picks. What have you got out east?
My reserves, starting it off with some backcourt guys. I got, here's where I'll put in Jalen Brunson.
Yep.
He's been on a tear, but obviously we got a little bit over a month until the All-Star break. He couldn't continue it. It's a recent tear. He's been good all year, but I just think Maxey overall was better throughout the year, so I got him as
Can't get mad at that.
Still an all-star.
Yeah.
Next guy I got, Donovan Mitchell, Cleveland Cavaliers, keeping them afloat. Solid team, but he is basically their nucleus. Without him, they don't really do anything. So, big part of their squad. Jumping over to some front court reserves now. I do got Jaylen Brown as well from our team. Been cooking this year.
Yeah.
I also have Bam Adebayo. I agree with the Jimmy thing. Been out a little bit too much. Bam has been around in the regular season cooking. This last spot for me is where it got tough.
Yeah.
I considered Paulo. The Mavs have looked really good. The Magic have looked really good.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, wow. I have a feeling I know where you're going. Go ahead. Say it.
I'm giving it to Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
Just the difference making that he has made for our team in our front court and our defensive sets and our offensive sets and switch everything. Got to be an all-star.
Yeah.
Now for my wild cards. Dude, this is so tough, man. Because I said Damian should be an all-star, but I'm looking at my dude.
It's I don't want to seem like I'm like a Milwaukee hater or a Dame
for
hater by
sure.
any stretch of the
For sure.
imagination. And it's Lillard.
It's Damian Lillard.
But legitimately, I have like 5 guards out east I have ahead of him. Like,
yeah.
So it's tough. I'm taking Trey. He's played better. Maxey, Halliburton, Brunson have definitely played better, and Mitchell is really turned up for Cleveland. So it's like, it's
Zay,
tough.
I think you sold me. I'm gonna go Trey Young.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go. Damn, the fact I'm leaving Dame off this list is crazy.
Yeah.
I said Paulo. I'm putting Paulo in over Dame. Now that I think about it, honestly, I'm gonna. I think the Magic need to get represented somehow, some way. Obviously, the NHL does that where each player has a team. The NBA doesn't have something like that, but I feel like they gotta get them represented. So
yes, that is
sorry, continue your point. I was just gonna give my mentions, but
all I was gonna say is I feel like when in doubt, they're gonna pick the like diversity of different teams because it's like, you've got Giannis. He's a starter. He's been incredible. And it's not like Dame's been bad, but there's been some really good guys, man.
There's a lot of good players this year, man. So on to the honorable mentions. Started off with Dame. Could have made it on there.
Yep.
The one that killed me the most, and if he was a big man, I would have him in over Kristaps Porzingis. It's Derek White. There's just too many good cards, I think.
Yeah.
But if people are gonna think I'm a homer, I'm a Celtic, I am. He should be an all-star. I've watched, he should be an all-star. We've watched a lot of Celtics games. We've watched a lot of other games too.
Yeah.
He should be an all-star. So it sucks to not have him on this list, but those are the 2 main honorable mentions I have out of the East.
Yeah. I think
and sorry, Cade was the other one. I appreciate you for bringing it up because he has been going crazy, but they're screwed. Yeah.
It's especially if like there's a zero argument he should be in over Dame. There's zero like Dame is on a legitimate they've gone on a bad stretch, but like the Pistons' whole season has been a bad stretch.
Yeah, dude.
So it's tough, but it's like it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I love having Paulo in. Scotty is the guy for me where I really wanted to put him in. I just couldn't do it over Dame. Yep. I feel like Dame's going to get the vote. He's on a better team.
Yeah.
But Scotty has played great. Randall has really turned things around too, so I want to give him his props as well.
100%.
But on to the Western Conference reserves.
Yep.
Do you want me to kick this off, or do you want to?
I'll start us off.
Do it.
I'll start it off. So for my 2 backcourt reserves in the West, I got James Harden of the Los Angeles Clippers. I think that he's turned it around. Obviously, it wasn't pretty at first. 0-6, 0-5.
Yeah.
But I think he's done enough to fuck. Wait, no, I fucked this up. Oh, wait, no, I'm tripping. Never mind. They're front court guys. I'm tripping. Okay, James Harden. That's
okay.
One. That's one. Sorry, dude. I'm all over the place. That's one.
Yeah.
2.
We're gonna have some debates, but go ahead. Keep going.
2. I gotta go Kyrie.
Wow, our lists are very different.
I'm going Kyrie Irving. I think him and Luka have been keeping the Magic. I mean, dude, why do I keep doing it? Magic Mavs afloat. Yes. We're keeping the Mavs afloat. They have exceeded expectations, and we kind of expected it to be from those 2, but they've had some help. But it's because they make their teammates better. So I gotta give them the nod. As for my front court guys, I got Anthony Davis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yes.
Coming off the bench. Unbelievable. And so good to see Kawhi back and hooping.
So good.
I can't put. So I can't do that. That's too many. Zay, I'm cooked, bro. I'm cooked. Actually, I'm actually cooked. I can't do that, bro.
Our lists are so different. Yeah.
I'm scared. Can you just start talking? I got 3 more players left, but can you just start talking?
So my West reserves at guard, I have Steph Curry.
Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Sorry.
I was kind of confused. I'm like,
sorry, dude. I've screwed this whole up. My notes were all over the place. This is on me, guys.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, I've got Steph as the main backup, and then I have Devin Booker as my other guy. I get Phoenix hasn't been great, but I feel like Durant and Book still belong as all-stars. Again, they haven't been good. And it's a separate discussion about long-term where they're at. But
yeah,
they've got that. And then I have Kawhi, without a doubt. He is the guy. Him and Durant, I really debated because Kawhi has been on such a tear. As of the Clippers, they've looked really good, that it was really hard to leave him out of the starting lineup, but I gave the slight edge there to Durant. Yep. Anthony Davis as the other front court guy 100% deserves it. Could be argued as a starter as well.
Yep.
Then I have my interesting one. I left out, I'll be totally honest about the guy I left out over him. I left out Karl Anthony Towns. And I didn't feel good about it because the Timberwolves have been great, and I feel like they deserve 2 All-Stars. But I put Alfred Şengün of the Houston Rockets, baby Jokic. He has been awesome. He has been so good this year for Houston, and I wanted to give him his credit. I feel like he is a guy where I'll be honest, I don't think he makes it. I don't think, he gets the respect that he kind of deserves because the Rockets are like 7th or 8th in the West. But Şengün has been awesome. He has been the best player on the team.
Can I be honest for a second?
Go ahead.
I've maybe watched the Rockets 2 times, and it were probably recaps. So, sorry for disrespecting Şengün.
No,
but he just wasn't not even on my radar.
Yeah, and he's a guy where it's like if he doesn't make it, it's not like I'm like, oh my goodness, how did he not?
He's got it, yeah.
But I do think he deserves it. He has made a case for himself to at least deserve it. The other wild cards are both guards, and it's because the guards out west, man, my goodness. I've got Anthony Edwards of the Minnesota Timberwolves, who 100% deserve 1.
Yep.
You could argue Cat over Şengün. I'm not mad at that either.
Yep.
And then De'Aaron Fox of the Sacramento Kings. I feel like a Kings player has to make it. You just kind of have to. And I feel like Fox is more likely than Sabonis, but Sabonis remains one of the most underrated players in the entire league. Honorable mentions, as I said, Sabonis, Karl Anthony Towns, Desmond Bane, with Ja being out and sadly him being out the rest of the year. Bane has been on fire.
Yep.
Rudy Gobert has quietly had a really awesome season. Zion just kind of missed too many games. And the last guy who I couldn't put in, his stats don't say all-star, but he definitely deserves a nom, Chet Holmgren in his rookie year. He has been sensational.
Yep.
So
I love it. I love it.
And before someone says Wemby, the Spurs have won 5 games.
Yeah, man. Unfortunately.
I can't put you in if you're worst in your conference. Same with Cade.
Yep. It sucks, dude. It sucks.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for rejuvenating me a little bit, giving me time to process, organize. My final 3 players, starting with my final front court guy. I'm giving it to Zion. Letting the Pelicans get represented. They've been cooking. looking really good. I disrespected them in my prediction. Didn't have them in the playoffs, and I got to own up with that because they're definitely going to be in the playoffs. So
yeah,
give Zion the nod. And then my wild card should have been my first reserve because I'm a fucking idiot. It is Steph Curry. I apologize for almost snubbing Steph Curry from this list.
Yep.
I'm just so used to him being a starter that once we got past that, I kind of threw his name out of my brain.
Yeah.
And last is also going to be a guard. I'm double guarding the wild card again. It's De'Aaron Fox, Sacramento Kings, cooking per usual.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Desmond Bane cooking for the Grizzlies. Jaw injury sucks. I would have had him probably as you said, but and that's all I got.
So out of curiosity, you left Ant and Book off. You'd stick with that? You'd pick Kyrie and Harden over them?
Okay, let me give Ant the nod over Harden. A little too many Clippers.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Kawhi isn't.
Kawhi has to be in. He has to be in. Yeah. So I gotta give Ant. I gotta get Ant in there. You're right. I'll do Ant over Harden. The Book one, dude. I don't.
Again, they're not a great team, so I feel like if they don't have two, again, I'm not mad. I just feel like, but in a similar way of the Warriors with Curry, like it's not like it's Durant and Book's fault. It's, I don't want to say everyone else's and blame everyone else, but like it's kind of everyone else's
slightly.
So
yeah,
it like I won't be mad if they're like, you know what, we want to give the Timberwolves two. Mm-hmm. We want to make Cat the other guy. That's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that. The Timberwolves have to have one to me.
Yeah.
They've been too good this year not to have one.
100%.
It sucks for Sabonis. He's just gonna get snubbed, and it is what it is. But ball knowers know. He's been hooping.
Sure. He has been hooping. King's been hooping.
Yeah.
Whole NBA has been hooping. It's been a fire NBA season.
It's been awesome.
Yeah.
This year has been loaded.
I feel like sports are just peaking.
Yes.
I was having this conversation the other day. Just the skill level that everyone is at nowadays is ridiculous. Like it's messed up, bro. Like we are in the peak of sports.
Yeah. I feel like we went into week 17 in the NFL, and I think 20 teams had the possibility to make the playoffs. Insane. Like that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's dope that there were that many different, like there were 6 teams, not including playoff teams, that were still vying with 2 games in the season. Like that's
so crazy. Yeah.
That's awesome. This NBA season has been incredible. Oh man, it's gonna be a banger of a year. I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, it'll only be a success in one way though. So but let's not take it there.
Well, we won't take it there. But yeah, I mean, I think too, like going back to the All-Star thing, I think the Celtics make a good case. They're the best team record-wise in the league. If you're gonna give a team 3, it's them. But I just don't see it. I think there's, like we talked about, there's so much parity. There's so many good players in the East. If you include Derek, that means you're not including Trey or Mitchell or Maxey, and those, it's like they got to be in. I feel like, to me, Porzingis, I feel like has a better shot, or Lillard. Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So
100%. Yeah.
I think Porzingis, maybe they give it over Bam, but I doubt that.
Yeah.
I guess. So we'll see.
We'll see, man. We'll find out here
real soon.
When do they release it? Is it because the game's February 18th? Found out.
Yes.
So
this is bad podcasting.
Yeah, look at us. Look at us. I mean, I started off with my shitty notes and all over the place, and
they will be announced. Drum roll. Thursday, January 25th. The starters will be revealed. The reserves will be announced on February 1st on TNT tip-off.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for sharing, because I just remembered that. But
oh, you did know?
That's why I just remember. Yeah, because I remembered when voting stopped, and then
So we'll be cool. We have the identical West, and out East our only difference is Maxey and Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I don't really care who gets. They're both making it, so I don't really care who's. It would be dope for Maxey.
Yeah,
but like the Sixers being the only team in the league to have two starters they've been good this year, but it would kind of be, it would be a little weird. So I like New York getting some representation in that starting lineup.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Those are our picks, though. Let us know some of your picks, your starting lineup, some guys that you think we snubbed, or some guys that you're happy to see included. Şengün fans, we up, baby. Houston Rockets fans, I'm rocking with y'all. I see what he's doing. I'm not sleeping. I see what he's doing. He's Mr. Baby Jokic is hooping. Quick side note on him, too. The Thunder passed him up, and I'm just going to leave that there.
What?
Can you imagine?
Wait, what? Like in the draft? Or
yeah, a couple years ago, he fell. I feel like the Rockets picked him at like 14, and he had slid not a lot, but it was a couple picks, and it's a pretty good value. And the Thunder were one of those teams that didn't pick him, and it's like, can you just imagine?
Dude, that team would be
Şengün and Chet and J-Dub.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
That's actually a nasty-ass team.
Yeah, that as if the Thunder need another guy to just build with. I mean,
another young guy.
Yeah, they're set. Yeah. But those are our teams. Mo, we know what time it is, though.
Song of the pod. Yep.
Who do you got, bro? What do we got?
Today, I got a little Fredo Bang come through. Dropped on the 5th of January, so a new single. Just another, I don't know if you guys have noticed this theme in my songs, but I really like instrumentals and beats and the way everything flows together in perfect harmony. And this is just one of those songs. So
love it.
Go give it a listen.
Love it. I got a nice soothing one. I got Happy Now by Kali Uchis. The song is beautiful. The instrumental is nice. It's just it's a sweet song. It's kind of somber.
Okay.
But it's sweet. It's an outro to her album, which is also really dope. But yeah, it's a great song. I feel like you can mix and match these. You could combo them. You could Fredo Bang and then Kali Uchis back to back and in whatever order you'd like.
Oh, try it out for yourself and let us know.
Try it out. Yep. Let us know. Let us know. I mean, this is the most important part of the podcast anyway. So
skip to now.
Yeah, nothing else really matters besides this. So that's what we got.
Appreciate
these are our picks. We appreciate y'all. We hope you have a great rest of your week. We'll catch y'all in the next video.
I'll see y'all soon, everyone. Later.